keynote speaker, Mr. William Ngeno from Yara, tafadhali. I know you'll be in a position, even if not right now, to talk about crop protection, organic farming and all that. Asante sana.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here today. My name is William Ngeno. I'm the Managing Director of Yara East Africa. And it's good to really see what is happening with our farmers. It's good to interact with our farmers today, seeing the good crops, but also seeing the challenges. I think that's the good thing of having a field day, because you see the good things and you see also the challenges that are existing and really what needs to be done for us to be food secure. I'll be very short. Here today also I'm with my team, so it will be a dishonor not to just have them wave. Please, the Yara team. So we are a big team. Our role in this country is actually to work with the farmers. Our business model is coined in such a way that we are here for a purpose. We walk the journey together as we do our business, so that the farmer meets the goal, we meet the goal. That is how it is structured, farmer-centric approach. Our chief guest today, the PSS, the Speaker of Kirinyaga County, other chief guests invited from beyond, far beyond. We are proud today to be platinum sponsors of this event, the Agitech 2023 Expo. We believe it is the right time to talk about sustainable agriculture. Why? Because our population is growing. We are still importing food. The PS just described the situation here today and the opportunity. Sustainable agriculture will enable us to be able to produce more without harming the environment. And when we talk about the environment, it starts with three things. It is the air, which we also breathe. It is the soil, and it is the biodiversity, which is the flora and fauna. It's time now that whatever we do, we ask ourselves, how does that affect our environment? And it is a challenge that we want to throw out today as partners with Agitech and ask ourselves, whatever we are doing, how does it affect the air? How does it affect the soil? And how does it affect the biodiversity? Because if I talk to everyone here, we will know that there were plants that we used to see 30 years ago, we can't see them now. There were pests, useful, beneficial pests we used to see before, we can't see them now. Even indigenous fruits that we used to take when we were young children, you can't find them now. The children of today will not see that. Why? Because things have changed. Croplands is driving unsustainability. So I think we will continue. Mheshimiwa Kiboro will make a comment and then we will continue from there. I think he has another function he has to attend quickly. So with that honor, please, you can make a comment.
Thank you so much.
I think it was a good addition. Thank you very much. Umeiguzia sana mambo halisi vilivyo, so imeingiana vizuri na mambo yenye umesema hapa inahusika na kulima sustainably, na tukitaka kuongeza uzalishaji kufikia haya malengo yenye PS amesema, lazima tufikirie tutalima vipi bila kuangamiza mazingira yetu. Tukipanda, tumeambiwa tupande miti, lakini tukipanda miti ndio itaweza kuleta mvua, na ikileta mvua ndio tutapata hali ya hewa mzuri kwa mmea, na hivyo ndio njia moja ya kufanya sustainable agriculture. Jambo nyingine ambayo ningependa kuguzia ni about soil. Tumesema hewa, mchanga yetu. Tukifanya analysis tu ya Mount Kenya peke yake, jana tumeona acidity levels. Huwa tunapima kwa pH. Kwa ile samples yote tumefanya hapa, pH maximum ambayo imeenda juu sana around 5.5. So watafiti watakwambia anything above anything below 5.5 ni acidic. Na mchanga yetu ikiwa acidic, lazima tuchague mbolea ama input yoyote tunatumia kwa udongo yetu ikuwe mzuri, isije inakuwa inaongeza acidity, ile ukali. So hiyo ndio jambo nyingine ambayo ni muhimu sana leo tunataka kuhimiza. Let us use the correct fertilizers. The correct means the one that will not acidify more our soils. We have to use the fertilizer that is really good for that specific soil. And with this knowledge center here today, any farmer here, you can come, we will test even the soil for free and give you a recommendation. That recommendation will help you to grow sustainably. When you come to the use of pesticides, we have to use the correct pesticides. I can see my friends from the crop protection side. We need to protect our environment. So choose the correct pesticide for your crop, because then we can be able to export without problems. The other thing today is about the biodiversity. Biodiversity is that flora and fauna, they are beneficial insects that really help us to, grow our crops. So if we use the right inputs, the right fertilizer, the right pesticides, the right seed, we're able to protect the flora and the fauna, and it means we will grow sustainably. We are taking also effort. At the closure of the African Climate Summit, you've heard a lot of things about carbon. So as a food value chain, everything starts from the production of inputs. So production of fertilizer, production of pesticides, all the way to the farmer producing at the farm. You've heard about emissions. So we are taking measures. We want to be net zero in the next actually less than 15 years. Yara will be producing zero, will be emitting zero. And that's a commitment, and that's a lot of investment with the factories to change the new way of producing fertilizers, introducing new lines of fertilizers called organominerals, which means we are mixing our own organic material with the chemical material. And over time, you sustainably reduce the impact to the environment. One more thing which is crucial is that apart from the deficit we are seeing of productivity, we have an ambition of closing the yield gap in Kenya. As a strong partner, we would like to work with knowledge. And that knowledge means we disseminate knowledge to our farmers on the right choice of fertilizers, the right choice of inputs, but most importantly, the crop husbandry. How can you utilize the resources you have in your farm? The organic material that exists in your farm, it is so powerful, because even for us to reduce the acidity, if our acidic levels in Mount Kenya is around 5.5, if we want to grow good rice and coffee, we have to blend with the organic material, and that knowledge is available. It is a dream that we have working with partners, committed partners like Mr. Karanja here. We can deliver that knowledge to the farmers. We encourage farmers to, utilize the organic material. Let's not burn our farms. Let's use the residue back into the soil, and over time you will actually realize you are using less fertilizer. Tukitunza vizuri sana udongo wetu, kwa muda unaokuja tutapunguza matumizi hata ya mbolea ya kemikali. In some other countries actually, in Asia, our effort is to reduce the use of fertilizers. It's because we have to be responsible. I can tell you one thing, in the production of rice here, the current program wakulima wanatumia is very acidic. We have even offered a cheaper program, and it will enable the farmer to get 40 bags of rice in an acre. So less cost, but we have to think sustainability. Let's go for this knowledge so that we can be able to grow. Some other things I would like to add is, of course, conservation agriculture is part of sustainable farming. How can we use proper pesticides to till our land, and we don't need necessarily disturb the soils? That is something that has been tried and tested. That's a knowledge that exists. Crop rotation. How can we rotate our crops? We cannot plant maize throughout. We have to mix. If we are doing coffee, intercropping can be an option. Not only with other crops, but of course agroforestry, which does the shade, but also very importantly, it provides a good environment for other beneficial insects to be there. It can do windbreaks and soil erosion control. Water use efficiency. I think that's one of the second last thing I would say. We see the challenges with water. And growing trees will start to give us good cycle to get water. But the little water we have to maximize it. So it means the variety of crop you are choosing needs to be able to deliver good yields with less water. We are seeing climate change. We will see El Nino, Kidogo, La Nina. So that choice really comes with a lot of knowledge. And together with the partners here today, we will deliver that kind of knowledge so that the farmer chooses crops that can has good water use efficiency. That's very important. Even being now in Kirinyaga here, which we know is the home producer of rice, we know the challenges. The last 3 seasons, there's been challenges with water. And, I was asking today, and we are told, water issues is getting solved. But with the little water we have to choose the right nutrition programs. We have to choose the right varieties. And this is something that I know Calro has been challenged to come up with good varieties that can be able to produce more, because the future generations, 10 years from now, our population may be almost 60 million, 65 million, and yet we have to produce the same food from the same piece of land without destroying our forest. As we have all known and heard today, we have to plant trees, so there's no room to deforest. So it means there's a lot of pressure on all of us to think outside the box, throw away the box, and come with innovative solutions. How can we tap into our digital systems, our youth? And now there's something even interesting called AI, artificial intelligence, to be able to really help and come up with technologies that can support the farmers to drive this sustainable agriculture. Without this sustainable farming, I can assure you it will be a tough task to be able to close the yield gap in our country. This calls for governments, the farmers, and all the stakeholders, most of them actually present here today, to work together to ensure that there is food security in our good country, Kenya. No single institution, and we always say, no single person will do this. It has to be a close partnership. Mr. Karanja in his speech actually mentioned that the success of today required a lot of partners. And that's a demonstration that partnership of right-minded people will bring change. Serious people, committed businesses will be able to bring change to our country. Our rallying call today is to work as in collaboration so that we can be able to work together to close the yield gap for now, create excesses for the future, and spur our rural economies. With that, I want to say thank you for listening to me, and kama kuna swali yote nitaweza kujibu. Najua Kiswahili imekuwa changamoto kidogo, lakini tunaweza jibu kama kuna maswali. Asante.
Asante. Thank you.